It is time to take down aim with a pig. Now, this old hero new trick is kind of comboing off of what we already know to be a stupidly effective and very powerful strategy with Spider Ham, which is the leadership recursion of Web Warriors. But we're taking it a step further because now we have organizational support, and pretty much we can exhaust Web Warriors. We can exhaust any cartoon supports, so like the Daily Beagle or whatever. If we're in Alter Ego, we have a use for that, just to create more doubles so that we can pay for things. Um, yeah, it's Spider Ham's really good. Spider Ham's just really good. So I'm pretty excited to take on Baron with this deck and see how it goes. So let's talk about it. Running 3 copies of organizational support, we can exhaust a character that that shares a trait with us, and so in hero form that can be cartoon or web warriors. And then we're running a lot of web warriors. We got Hobie, we got Spider, Ghost Spider, Otto, and Scarlet Spider. We also have Nick Fury out here, but he's not part of the web warrior lineup. We also are going to have Peter Parker. And the idea behind this deck kind of falls onto Peter. Once we get him out, which we can with all of our basic tune counters to pay for the resource requirement here. The idea is to use R&D Facility, Web of Life, and Destiny to pump up Porker's stats, use Spider-Man to ready him, use command teams to ready Spider-Man, and just have Spider-Ham just go kind of crazy with damage. We have Make the Calls as well as an Across the Spider-Verse to build out our lineup very quickly. Web of Life and Destiny, once they leave play, we get to draw a card. And then we just have our resources. We got Helicarrier, Clarity of Purpose, which is Spider-Ham's 16th card when you're playing Leadership. Avengers Mansion, TBE. Got a Call for Backup, Build Support, and a Superpower Training, as well as our doubles. And that's the deck. We probably don't even need the doubles in here. But we're having fun with it. So if we were playing multiplayer, I'd probably put a Maria in here. Any deck that has Make the Call, Leadership, that has resources, I'd like to throw Maria in there. But yeah, my biggest concern with the deck is we have command teams and R&D facilities, as well as just his tune counters, which the Green Gobbler eats. And so we have to be a little careful when we're putting those out, especially just keeping an eye on Pursued by the Past and knowing where our Shadow of the Past equivalent is. I forgot what it is right now. Because once we do hit Pursued by the Past and pull out Green Gobbler, we're losing all of the counters. So we either want to do that early or make it so that we don't have a ton of counters on those supports when we are about to hit it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's talk about Baron. So Zemo's Manipulations. The first time I'm playing this standalone. Also, I mentioned it before the break, but to mention it now because in the video it won't be included. This deck was inspired by an idea from Trapit. Trapit gave me this idea. And so, thank you, Trapit. Sounds really fun. Zemo's Manipulations. Prepare the evidence. So we have these evidence cards. We're going to take one of these. That Trapper guy is weird. Sure you want to listen to him? I don't know. It looks pretty fun. So yes, I think I am sure. These are supposed to go in the envelopes. Heck, let's put them in the envelopes. That's more fun. Shuffle these up. These are going to have different evidence eye on them. And we're going to try and be investigating these officers to try and figure out which one of them is the mole. This gives us a means, motives, and opportunity. And once we figure out through process of elimination what these cards are in this envelope, we can make an accusation. We actually don't have to wait until we know exactly. Through process of elimination, if we clear and get all 6 of these cards, we know what's in that envelope, and we can make a successful accusation. If we want to, we can go ahead and make an accusation before we know for sure what happens. And if we are wrong, bad things happen. But depending on how the game is going, if we are struggling, if we need to just kind of start pushing and we have to take a risk, we can do that. Put each board member environment into play. If not playing in campaign mode, put 2 secret counters on each one of them. This is the scary part, right? Because these flip when we hit 3. So I'm going to try and spend at least turn 1 getting rid of some of these counters. Because if we don't, we can immediately lose them, and that's very scary. We can spend 2 mental, lightning, or punch resources to remove a counter and remove 2 threats, heal 1 damage from a character, or deal 2 damage to an enemy. And then here on stage 1, which we start with 2 threat, after the player phase ends, we can choose to place 2 secrets on one of the board members that has no counters on it to take 2 cards from the envelope. And then we can choose to make an accusation if we want. So we don't have to, but we can choose to do so. I just like my play style, I'm pretty conservative, so I don't necessarily want to make a wrong accusation. So I probably will not be. I probably will wait until we have perfect knowledge of what is in that aim folder before I make an accusation, which means that we have to clear these off pretty quickly. Spider-Ham has a lot of wilds in his deck, and organizational support will be able to clear Chief Surveillance Officer fairly easily. So I'm thinking that's what we're gonna do, but like a lot of the capstone villains in different boxes, you have to prioritize getting over that initial surge of just like bad things are happening, and before you start building. Baron Zemo has 16 hit points. He's a 4/2. When he would be defeated, we instead reset his hit points to 3 and remove 3 secret counters from among board environments. Spider-Ham starts with 6 cards. We got 2, 4, 6. And we are off to the races, my friends. We got Scarlet Spider, Warrior of the Great Web, Call for Backup, Spider-Man, R&D Facility, and a Ham It Up. Nice. Okay. I feel like Spider-Man is easier to play either later game or with a make the call, or with a call for backup for that matter. But let's hang on to Warrior of the Great Web and call for backup and toss everything else. We've got a super powered training, a command team, a ghost spider, and a make the call. Cool. Cool. Let's flip up to hero form. Make the call. We'll put a call for backup onto the table. That comes in with 3. Let's toss these to play Ghost Spider. Spider-Ham and Ghost Spider will thwart down. Do I want to do this? I just said that I needed to do this. I just said I needed to do this. So let's think about that. But I only have lightning resources, which is annoying. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Instead of using make the call to pay for call for backup, let's use superpower training. Then we have 2 mental resources there, and we'll use command team to play Warrior of the Great Web, and then we'll spend these 2 mental resources to clear out call for backup, or take call for backup down to 1. Spider-Ham will clear call for backup. We get to go find an ally and put it into play. It's a good question. Who do we want? Nick is an option. Captain America is also an option. Yeah, let's go Captain America. We'll get a tune counter when Captain America enters play. And then Captain America will go ahead and thwart 2 here. But that thing gives me a tune counter, which I can use as a wild resource. So if we do flip into one of those Shield Executive Board cards, which is going to place a counter on all of our friends here, we can use that wild resource to help prevent the placement of some of those, which can be really, really helpful. Because we really do not want to lose any of them, because that really hinders how much or how quickly we can move through this. Okay, let's stand up. We get 5 cards. Got a Hogwashed, Make the Call, Ham It Up, Avengers Mansion, and a Strength. Ooh, don't tempt me with a good time. We'll throw 2 here. Baron Zemo is going to attack us for 2 plus a boost. We're going to take this to the face. It's going to be 2 plus 3 is 5. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do get another tune counter for a consolation prize. Then our encounter card here is Diplomatic Immunity. Place 1 acceleration token here for each aim minion in the victory display, which currently is 0. That comes in with 3 and an acceleration. Alrighty. Let's use 1 tune counter. Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, let's use... Let's go ham it up to... No, we're not. I don't think we need to worry about threat too much. Let's use strength in our 2 tune counters here to play Avengers Mansion. Put that onto the table. We'll use that to draw into a Spider-Man Auto Octavius. What I should have done is held on to one of those tune counters so that I could have healed like Captain America or something, but here we are. We can do... Let's go ahead and play Make the Call. Spend 3 resources and go grab... Let's grab Ghost Spider. I think Peter would be nice, but I like Ghost Spider because she's going to help us build a little bit. Captain America and Ghost Spider will take out Diplomatic Immunity. I'm going to flip down to Alter Ego. If we get a Dark Designs, that's going to be 8 plus 2 boost cards, which would probably end us. So let's thwart this down to 0 and flip down and stand up. Okay, we've got a Genius, Organizational Support, Cartoon Physics, Organic Webbing, Make the Call, and a Cartoon Physics. Cool. We got 2 threat here. Baron's going to scheme for 4, 6. Such an insane amount of scheme. Go up to 8. And our encounter card is a Shield Trooper. Patrol Vulnerable. When defeated, the engaged player discards 1 shield ally or support they control. Otherwise, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Cool. I think we are going to make a basic recovery for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That gives us a tune counter. We will flip up. Let's go with Mansion to draw a card into a Helicarrier. Then we'll flip up. I want to get rid of that before I play a Helicarrier for sure. I think a lot of this actually just turns into clearing these guys out. That makes a lot of sense to me. Let's use a Cartoon Physics and a Helicarrier to remove 1 from the Tactical Officer to do 2 damage here. Let's have Ghost Spider go ahead and knock out the Shield Trooper. Vulnerable is a new keyword that came in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that says when they are stunned or confused, they get discarded. We'll place 2 threat here. Captain America is going to... Well, actually, let's hang off on Captain America. Let's go Make the Call to pull out Peter Parker. Peter will thwart for 2. Redding Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham will thwart for 2. Take that down to 6. And Organic Webbing we'll play a cartoon physics. When we would take any amount of damage, we can prevent all but one of that damage. Good afternoon, 4Y Games. How's it going? How you doing? I think at this point, Captain America will go ahead and take 2 off of here. Threat is scary, so let's just knock Captain America out. Stand up. 5 cards. We got Swinging Web Pig. I don't think so. Nick Fury, Energy, and a Organizational Support. Nice. 2 threat goes here. Baron's going to attack. We're going to take it to the face. So it's going to be 2. Dark Designs adds 1, but we do avoid the Dark Designs, which is nice. With 2 damage, we're not going to proc Cartoon Physics. We're going to just take the 2 damage and then take a Toon counter. Then our encounter card is a Shield Trooper. So we have to either add 2 threats or discard a shield card. Okay. Mansion will draw us a card into Hobie. Energy and a organizational support. I'm going to exhaust Ghost Spider. We'll play Nick Fury. Draw us 3 cards. We got Command Team, Team Building Exercise, and a Spider. I like that. Let's go ahead and use a I don't think so, and Command Team to clear 1 off of the Chief Medical Officer, which will heal 1 from Ghost Spider. Wait, no. Let's heal 1 from Spider-Man. I was like, Ghost Spider's already exhausted, so we can potentially do that next turn if we need to. Let's go ahead and thwart 2 here. Spider-Man will go ahead and hit the Shield Trooper for 2, which will ready Spider-Ham. Nick will go ahead and take out the Shield Trooper, which will add 2 threat. And then we will use Spider-Ham to thwart the 2 threat down. We have got... Ooh, we need another ally slide. I should have gone Triskelion in here. That's on me. Let's go Spider-Man and Spider to play Team Building Exercise, and we're going to hang on to our Swinging Web Pig. Actually, we could play Swinging Web Pig because we have Toon counters. I want to hang on to the Toon counters for the tech against the cards that are going to add 3 counters, just in case. So let's stand up. We're going to hang on to Swinging Web Pig. We'll play that next round, I think. We'll draw into a R&D facility, across the Spider-Verse, organizational support, and a Petulant Pig. Beautiful. 2 threat. Baron's attacking. Will block with Nick. Give me 2. Resolve this card's win revealed ability. There you go. That's what we wanted to do. So when revealed, place 1 secret counter on each board member card. I'm going to go ahead and do it. But another one we have to cancel. Nick gets knocked out. Our encounter card is a Shield Agent. Quick Strike and Vulnerable. When it activates or is defeated, add 1 secret counter to the board member with this least secret environments. No! Oh, that's so sad. So we're going to lose 1. Oh, that's... I didn't know that those were in there. That's okay. We'll take a damage. We'll take a Toon counter. And then we will lose the Tactical Officer. Sad. Okay, well, that's scary. If there are 3 board member attachments there, then we lose the game. That was dumb. That was dumb. Okay. Didn't think about that. Mansion will draw us into a Petulant Pig. Where's my Warrior of the Great Web? That's what I want. Let's go Petulant Pig to have Baron attack me. He's going to attack me for 3 plus a boost card, which is plus 2. We will use Cartoon Physics to only take 1 damage. And we draw 3 cards, which is Big Wooden Hammer, Swinging Web Pig, and a Clarity of Purpose. At some point, we will get our Ghost Spider searches our deck, which is not super great. Um, Team building exercise, organizational support will exhaust Ghost Spider to make it a double to play. Swinging Web Pig will deal 6 damage to Baron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And confuse Baron. There we go. We'll go ahead and use a counter to play Clarity of Purpose. Clarity of Purpose, we will take a damage to generate a resource, giving us a counter to play Across the Spider-Verse. Exhaust a Web Warrior card you control. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Instead, we're going to spend 2 to play. We're just going to go here to heal 1 from Ghost Spider. And then we are going to spend 2 from here to go Chief Surveillance Officer to remove 2 from here. Fool me once. Big Wooden Hammer sounds kind of fun, though. Let's use Across the Spider-Verse and a Swinging Web Pig to play a Big Wooden Hammer. We get +1 attack. And then when we attack, we can exhaust this, remove a tune counter to get +2 in overkill. So we'll go ahead and exhaust with this. So we're attacking for 4. So 1 overkill there. Just take him out. Peter will go ahead and thwart 2, taking this down to 2, which will ready the pig. And let's go ahead and spend these 2 to remove the last from the Chief Surveillance Officer, clearing this. We'll flip down and we'll heal for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty. Stand up. Both of these will be in the discard pile, which is where I want them to be. Got 2, 4 in counter card. Actually, we're just going to keep using the Chief Medical Officer to heal up Spider-Man if we can. Okay, good to know that those shield officers agents are in the deck. You don't want to leave all of them on 2. It only adds to the lowest amount, so you could have 1 on 1 and be okay, but you don't want to have everything on 2. Get 6 cards. One of these is Warrior of the Great Web, or is Web of Life and Destiny. Haha, look at that. Nice. Let's go 2. Baron is confused. We got 2 encounter cards. The first one is Battle of Wits. Baron schemes. If activation would place any threat on the main scheme, you can spend X mental resources to prevent X of that threat and remove X secret encounters from among board members. So he's going to scheme for 4, 5, 6. Let it go up to 8. And then we've got Aim Interference. Insight 1, we go up to 9. Then place 1 secret counter on each board member. We'll go ahead and just do it. Fool me once. But we got Mansion to draw us a card into a Swinging Web Pig. Let's go ahead and use a Genius to play a Daily Beagle. We can exhaust the Daily Beagle to place a Tomb counter. Okay. Flip up to hero form. We'll play Web of Life and Destiny for free. Let's use a energy to remove 1 from there and heal 1 from Spider-Man. We've got a Clarity of Purpose, which will give us a counter. That generates 1. I think I actually did that wrong last time. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. So clarity of purpose, we need to take a damage to do that. To play build support. Don't know if I'm thwarting that, but it's something to have. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2. So we're at 10. I'll go down to 7. We're going to go ahead and thwart for 2. Take it down to 5. Ready the pig. Take it down to 3 with another thwart. And we'll have Ghost Spider thwart this down to 1. Or down to 2. Now that we have a full deck, we can have Ghost Spider Leaf play. Now that we have Web of Life and Destiny, it's a lot easier to have Ghost Spider Leaf play. So that's good. Let's use a team building exercise, a swinging web pig, and one of our counters to play a swinging web pig to deal 6 and confuse. Mainly, I don't want him to scheme for 4 again. I don't know if we're going to go back down to Alter Ego, but the confuse is just a nice to have thing. It would be nice to have Ghost Spider Leaf play on our turn so that we can trigger Warrior the Great Web. We're at 11 health. We may be fine to just take the hit. We got Cartoon Physics, Captain Americat, Scarlet Spider, Spider-Man Hobie, and Cartoon Physics. Nice. Okay. I had 2 threats here. Baron is going to attack. Let's go ahead and toss Spider in front of it. It's going to be 3 plus 3. Good block, Ghost Spider. Good block. When Ghost Spider leaves play, we're going to search our deck for an identity-specific event, which is going to be Petulant Pig, because we have the Cartoon Physics in our hand. I was like, what is... And then Web of Life and Destiny will trigger to draw us into Across the Spider-Verse. Okay. Our encounter card, the ends justify the means. When revealed, choose to either defeat a minion with the most remaining hit points, and then he schemes, or discard an ally or support you control. Remove secret counters. I read this wrong the other time. That's fine. Defeat an ally or a... Discard an ally or support you control. Let's go ahead and discard Spider-Man, which will remove these. We do have a Make the Call. Or we have Across the Spider-Verse, so we'll be fine. When Spider-Man leaves play, we'll draw a card with Web of Life and Destiny, which is I don't think so. And this is why it's fun. Cool. Let's go Mansion to draw a card into Make the Call. Okay. Let's use Team Building Exercise to play Cartoon Physics. We will use Petulant Pig to have the villain attack us for 2 plus 2. We will use Petulant Pig to only take 1 damage. And we will draw 3 cards. We got R&D Facility, Ham It Up, and a Organic Webbing. We'll go ahead and use Ham It Up to clear the main. Yeah. Nice. Clarity of Purpose will take a damage, generate a tune counter, use that tune counter to play Organic Webbing. Let's go ahead and use Scarlet Spider to play Cartoon Physics. Just put that onto the table. Okay. Let's use Make the Call. We'll spend... I don't think so. R&D Facility and one of our tune counters to pull out Peter. And we are off to the races. We're only at 1, so it actually may be worth going ahead and getting an R&D facility onto the table. But now what's cool is the organizational support resource cards. We can exhaust these two to make them triples. And this one doesn't need to exhaust for anything. Daily Beagle, we're probably not going back down to Alter Ego, and so they're just triples without exhausting anything else, which hits anything for Make the Call pretty much. Um, let's go across the Spider Verse. We'll exhaust Web of Life and Destiny to go grab, I think, Ghost Spider. Pull her into play. And we are going to Ghost Spider will thwart one. Oh wait, actually Spider Ham has +1 thwart. So Spider Ham will thwart a ton. Spider Ham will go ahead and take out build support. That clears. We'll go find an R&D facility. Put it into play. Comes in with 3 counters. And then we can exhaust to give a friendly character +1 thwart and +1 attack. And then if we can combo that with Spider-Man, we're feeling very good about ourselves. That comes in with 3. We just need to avoid Evil Alliance because that gets sad if we do hit that. I think at this point, we are not going to... We're not going to do anything. That sounds weird. We are not going to activate any of this. I don't want to take out Baron. If we take out Baron, nothing really matters other than removing counters, and we don't have any counters. I find this match much better method for campaigns, having a different hero and deck for each scenario. Oh, yeah. I like playing different heroes. So let's go ahead and stand up. We'll draw into an organizational support, which is a triple, a swinging web pig, a strength, petulant pig, and a helicarrier. 2, 4, 5. So there's 2 threat here. Baron's going to attack us. We're going to take it to the face. It's going to be 2. After this activation, we're going to place 1. We're just going to take the 2 damage and get a tune counter. Then our encounter card is Disavowed. Increase the cost to play each shield card by 1. When revealed, place 1 threat here for each shield card in play. I think that's just 1. Yeah, it's just 1. So that comes in with 3. Nice. Alrighty. Let's have some fun. Let's go Mansion to draw into another organizational support. The pig will go ahead and thwart this down. Get rid of Disavowed. Oh, wait, I meant to put 2 counters on here. I'm going to go ahead and just say I did that. Put 2 counters to take 2 cards. It's like that was the whole point. There you go. Okay. Actually, I'm putting them on the mental one. Okay. What are we doing with our lives? Okay, so we took that out. Let's go ahead and play Petulant Pig. Baron's going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. I'm trying to think if I want to block with Ghost Spider. Nah. 2, 4. We'll go ahead and use Cartoon Physics to prevent all but 1 of that damage, getting a tune counter in the process. And I get to draw Nick Fury, beautiful command team, organizational support. Now we cook. Alrighty. What did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. bring to this deck? It's mainly organizational support. So we're going to be... Shouldn't Baron be attacking for... Oh, yeah, sure. It was 5 total, but Cartoon Physics reduces it to 1. But good call on the +1. So organizational support, we can exhaust supports or allies that share a trait with us for cartoon. That's cartoon or web warrior, and that creates triples, which means that our make the calls can hit pretty much anyone in the deck. And then I think there's one more thing that we put in here because of it. That may have been it. It was just organizational support. Let's go ahead and go Web of Life and Destiny, Daily Beagle, and one when we play organizational support to make it a triple. And then we'll spend one for the fourth to play Nick Fury. Nick will draw us a Make the Call, and a Spider-Man Hobie. Very cool. Nick will go ahead and he's at 3. Yeah, Nick goes ahead and punches Baron for 2. We'll take a damage back. Let's go team building exercise. Use one of these to play a Spider-Man auto over top of Nick. You play Spider-Man from your hand, ready an upgrade you control. Probably should have exhausted an upgrade. We'll have used Clarity of Purpose to generate a resource instead of the tune counter to pay for Spider-Man. We'll ready that. We get a tune counter when we take the damage here. And now Clarity of Purpose is ready. Spider-Man will go ahead and knock himself out to take out Baron Zemo. We reset these counters and he goes back to 16. How many organizational supports do you get in the box? 3. You get 3 total. Okay. We've got a strength for a command team. Comes in with 3 command counters. Warrior the Great Web, we're up to +1 attack. Spider-Man will go ahead and thwart the main, which will ready Spider-Ham. Let's go ahead and organizational support. Well, nope, those are not supports. Those are not supports that share a trait. Organizational support for 1. Two, 3 to play a helicarrier. We've got a command team to ready Spider-Man. The pig will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. Spider-Man will attack for 2. 1, 2. So we'll ready the pig. The pig will attack for 1, 2, 3. So down to 8. Let's go ahead and play Make the Call. Use organizational support. 1. Okay, so that's 1. Let's go ahead and Clarity of Purpose for 2. You get one of these to take a damage. We'll spend 2 to pull Nick Fury out of our discard pile. We'll draw 3 cards. We got R&D Facility, Hogwashed, and Command Team. That's what I was looking for. We'll spend these 2 for a Command Team. The Command Team will go ahead and use its counter to ready Spider-Man. Spider-Man will attack for 2. That knocks Spider-Man out. But it readies Spider-Ham. Web of Life and Destiny triggers. We get to draw into a Ham It Up. And this goes up to 2. And we will attack here for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no reason to take them out. So I'm not going to. This was 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So instead of using Command Team on Spider-Man to knock him out, he's just going to stay here with 2 and be exhausted. We're going to go 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll Command Team to ready Nick and hit him for 2 more. Now Nick has 2 damage, and Ghost Spider has 1. That puts him at the same, but it keeps Spider-Ham on the table. And we technically don't draw that card. I probably could have R&D facility, but it's kind of weird because I don't need more damage right now. I'm like trying to hold back on damage because he's invincible. So let's go ahead and stand up. At the end of the player phase, we're going to add 2 counters to. Let's go to the Chief Medical Officer. And then we will draw 5 cards. Spider, Superpower, Ham It Up. Extra card there. It would be sad if we lost all of our counters right now. We're in the realm where that's a very real possibility. Swinging Web Pig and a Cartoon Physics. We get 2 more of these. Okay. Start by placing 2. Zemo is going to attack. We'll block with Nick. It'll be 2 plus 2 is 4. Gonna be enough to knock Nick out. Then our 2 cards. First one is the ends justify the means. We can either defeat a minion with a fewest remaining hit points, there are none of those, or discard an ally or support you control. Remove secret counters from among board members equal to the ally's printed cost. Let's go ahead and let's toss Ghost Spider. We'll remove these 2. We get to draw a card from Web of Life and Destiny. This card is Dark Designs. We're going to place 1 here, and then Zemo is confused. But that means we are a boost card. We're very, very close to getting rid of all of our counters, so let's use the counters when we can. Okay. Mansion will draw us a card into a Spider-Man Hobie. We'll use a... Oh, shouldn't be. We'll use a team building exercise to play Cartoon Physics. Baron still at 2. We have 0 here. I think it may be just the deck that I'm playing, but ranking them, I still think this is a good scenario. I think Baron is probably my least favorite so far in the box. This feels awkward. I'm just like hanging out, but I also think that this is, you know, S tier, top tier deck, and so we're just kind of like seeing what happens. So there's that. Let's go ahead and spend 3 to play a Swinging Web Pig. We'll knock Baron out, take him down to 0, which puts him back at 16. Mainly, it's a very expensive Confuse. If I got nothing else going on, so we might as well. We'll go ahead and punch for 2. 1, 2. Let's go ahead and Helicarrier. Clarity of Purpose. We'll take a damage and we'll use the resource we just got to play Spider-Man Hobie. When he leaves play, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and deal damage equal to the number of cards discarded that way. We've got Ham It Up and Scarlet Spider will play SPDR. SPDR will attack here for 1. Hobie will attack here for 1. We're going to command team to ready SPDR. We're going to thwart here for 2. She takes excess consequential damage, so instead of going to the discard, she goes to our hand. And then Web of Life and Destiny will draw us a card into Genius. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and use Genius to play Spider. And we'll go ahead and attack for 1. She'll take a damage. Oh, and Web of Life and Warrior the Great Web actually has me at 1 more damage there. Organic Webbing, I'll go ahead and ready. I'll attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. We do have a superpower training. I don't need a superpower training, so we're gonna toss superpower training. We could command team to ready. Yeah, let's command team to ready Hobie, and we'll attack for 1 more. Mainly, I'm kind of playing the odds of am I going to lose all of my counters here, and so I'm just trying to use them, and so that's kind of where I'm at. End of the round. Let's stand up. We'll place 2 here on our medical officer to get the last 2. And then we can make a perfect assumption. We can go through. I don't actually know where I put my book, and so it's whatever ones are not here. So we'll progress. Make an accusation. So we know exactly what's in here. So we make a successful accusation. And then when revealed, oh, we do have to. Okay, so medical records, money. Okay, so it's the tactical officer. So the tactical officer is already attached to Zemo. So that's nice. But we got that. Ready to go. And then flip him to his unmasked side and reset his hit points. So I guess I didn't need to attack him all that much. Then we're going to find the sword. So unmask, he becomes a 4/2. He is steady. Then when Baron Zemo activates against you, either place 2 secret counters on a board member or give him an additional boost card for the activation. And he comes in with 22 health. Nelson, did anyone let you know that during your Black Widow game you weren't discarding cards after attacking her the whole time? Was I supposed to be discarding cards? No, I don't think I ever attacked her with threat on the main. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, I don't think I ever. I may have, but I don't. I think I was trying to make sure I never attacked her when there was threat on the main scheme. But I guarantee you, at least one time I've missed that in all of my streams. Okay. It starts out with 0. Place 1 threat here for each secret counter on each board member attachment. So this actually, I think, had 3. So that comes in with 5 threats. Have you built anything with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. team card? I did a Black Widow deck. Or not a Black Widow, I'm sorry. I did a Maria Hill deck. I think that's probably the best use because she gives all of her allies shield. So that was pretty good. Okay, let's stand up. It is a little scary that I think a normal scheme can lose us the game here, so that's fun. We got organizational supports. We got Make the Call. Got Across the Spider-Verse. We got organizational support, and we've got Swinging Webpig. We have got our lethal probably. So we got 2 here. Baron's going to attack us for 2 plus a boost card. Let's go ahead and block with Hobie. No. We'll take it to the face. It's going to be, actually, it's a total of 3, 4. We're giving them +1, 5, 6. But cartoon physics will reduce it to 1, and we will take a tomb counter. Our encounter card is a Evil Alliance. There we go. Let's get the Gobbler. Does Baron get... Oh, yeah, Baron does get his sword. Thank you. Good call. So he attacked me for 7, 8. We place a counter here. Okay. The Gobbler. Just have to find where I put those cards. There they are. Alrighty. So, Green Gobbler. After Green Gobbler engages, you discard all counters from each card you control. Bye, guys. Then we've got Nefarious Trap. The Green Gobbler attacks the player who defeated this scheme. If Green Gobbler is not in play, find him and put him into play. Comes in with 3. And these get shuffled in. Baron has 22 health. I think we have lethal, like, pretty easily. But let's see. Mansion will draw us a card. Let's ham it up. We'll go ahead and punch with Spider Ham for 2. 1, 2. Spider-Man will punch for 2. 1, 2. It's going to knock Spider-Man out, but ready Spider Ham. That's going to be +1 here. Web of Life and Destiny will draw us into a Captain Americat. We've got a organizational support, exhaust Web of Life and Destiny, and Daily Bugle to play Make the Call to pull Spider-Man back out. We will attack for 3. 1, 2, 3. Spider-Ham will attack for 1, 2. Control ready Spider Pig. Got that there. Hobie will thwart 2 off of here. When he leaves play, discard the top 3 cards in the encounter deck. 1, 2. Oh, jeez. Oh, Swoley Brown. We're doing 7 damage to Baron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He leaves play. Web of Life and Destiny will trigger. We'll get Petulant Pig, which is kind of beautiful. We're up to 2 here. Let's use organizational support. We will exhaust. We'll just organizational support and a ham it up to play across the Spider-Verse. We will exhaust a Web Warrior card we control, which will be Spider, to pull Hobie back into play. Play Petulant Pig. We'll block with Hobie. He's going to attack for a ton. So it's going to be 4 enough to take out Hobie. This goes up to 3. Web of Life and Destiny draws us a organizational support, and we're going to discard 1, 2, 3. So a total of 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Spider-Ham is swinging for 5 for lethal. We also had a swinging Web Pig, just in case we wanted it. And we didn't even draw the cards from Petulant Pig. Spider-Ham's really good. Spider-Ham is really good. I really like the organizational support here. Just being able to exhaust Web of Life and Destiny and the Daily Bugle to make it a triple, where I'm not actually using those most of the time, feels really good, especially with the Make the Call to pull in Spider-Man for 1 card. That just feels good. Mark, and I've been doing it wrong. Can you clarify? Yeah, of course. So, Black Widow. Her card says, forced interrupt, when a character you control attacks Black Widow, remove 1 threat from the scheme. So that's the cost to trigger the ability. Because there's a cost arrow, you have to do everything in front of the cost arrow in order for the whatever is after the cost arrow to happen. So if there's no threat on the main scheme, you cannot remove a threat. Therefore, you do not do the second part of the effect, which is discarding the top card of the encounter deck and resolve each preparation ability on that card. So basically, if the main scheme is clear, her text box is effectively blank. If the main scheme is not clear, yeah, it's cool. It feels very like Spy, right? Because if you've managed the threat, there's no like, nothing's really going on, and so she's not ready. She doesn't have anything to prepare for. And so if there is threat on the main scheme, you trigger the Black Widow ability. If there's not, you cannot pay the cost for the ability, therefore there is no ability. Cool. Yeah, anytime, of course. Yeah, it's a cool effect that is kind of confusing. I get it. I wish they would have said like if there is a threat. I don't know, but yeah. It's a cool effect. I'm a big fan of it. Tony is great. I think Tony's heroes are good. Tony's villains are S tier. Like. I still think that this box is phenomenal. The villains, the mechanics, they're so good. They're so good. But yeah, good stuff. Nice. So Spider Ham's good. Yep. Spider Ham is really good. Um, Not sure if I would tweak this deck at all. I think I would have to take it up against something that is not Baron, who plays a little bit differently to kind of get a full feel for how it works. But I mean, we even bottom decked Web of Life and Destiny, and we cruised. It wasn't even an issue, right? So, um, yeah, good stuff. Very happy with the new cards, with everything. Want to play Baron again, standalone, just kind of get a feel for him. But I mean, like, really good box. I'll rewatch the stream now. But did I miss any chats about the next Shadow the Cast episode? Villain, are you still here? If he's not, I think it's Monday. But to be completely fair, this is something I should know. 100%. This is a required bit of information for me. That being said, I have no idea. I think it is Monday. We have recorded it. I think it's Monday or the following Monday. It actually is not going to be thoughts on this box. We did an interview with Caleb, and so we have that episode coming out. And at risk of sounding arrogant or whatever, I think it's a really good episode. I think talking with Caleb is just so much fun, and I'm really happy with how the episode went. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's on Monday, but yeah, we'll see it soon. Cool. I'm gonna go find lunch, and yeah, that seems like the right call. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be playing some Lord of the Rings tomorrow, so I have to somehow figure out how to clear out all of these cards. I have so many cards because I haven't put anything away since last Friday. I've just been putting them in stacks, so I have a lot of cards all over the place. So I got to clean up. We're gonna play some Lord of the Rings tomorrow, continuing on in the Arid Mithram cycle with our progression play, and yeah, that's gonna be that. So hope to see you all tomorrow. If not, I will be back on probably Monday. I think next Monday will probably be more champions. So see you all then, if not tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and happy Friday Eve. Peace.